guilty to breaking and entering, a felony. That carries up to 12 months in prison and a maximum fine of $2,500. State's dismissing count 2. Have I stated that correctly, Mr. Goodyear?
Yes, Your Honor.
Ms. Van Gundy?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Schultz, do you understand the nature of the plea here?
Yes.
I want to go over your rights. You're presumed innocent of these charges. You do have a right to have a trial. Can you tell me what the allegations are?
Judge, this is where there's the victim's barn sits on a piece of property. The defendant was in the process of having been in the barn and then trying to take property. There was a ladder that was placed to allow entry into it. He's captured on camera being there. He's found hiding in a creek afterwards by the police wearing the exact clothing that he's wearing in the video where he went in to steal property, and ultimately was found and arrested by the police in the area.
Well, here's the thing. If he wants to force it to trial because he thinks there's a speedy trial issue, it's not a good decision because we will have a trial.
I understand, Your Honor.
And if he's convicted, he'll regret that.
I understand, Your Honor.
He was here with the plea, ready to go forward with the plea. I told him he had a right to a trial. He has a right to a trial. We will make time. If we have to get another prosecutor who's more flexible with their schedule, then we'll do that. But speedy trial statute doesn't say if a prosecutor is available, you can have a speedy trial, but if it's not, you can't. So we'll work it out. Let's just get the next available date. You're saying what date you're available?
Your Honor, you know what? I'll take the plea.
Okay, I have a plea right here. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Okay, I've been over your constitutional rights with you. What is your plea to breaking and entering?
Guilty.
Did you commit the offense? That's what you're admitting.
Yes.
Okay. I accept your plea, make a finding guilty. Order a pre-sentence investigation. Also order an evaluation to determine if he's eligible to spend any portion of his sentence in a community-based correctional facility. Is there anything else you want to address, Ms. Van Gundy?
No, Your Honor.
Did you want to address bond? I can tell you wanted to say something. What is it you want to say?
I was just curious about the address. You know, if I was placed on probation, you know, I've had a hard time verifying an address to go to. And my attorney had said something about the Hope House or something along them lines, or?
That might be an option.
Okay.
Anything on bond?
Judge, if you recall, we just had a bond hearing 9 days ago.
I do.
And we had a full discussion about all this. The victim gave a statement. He's failed to appear previously in this case while on a monitor, and the court made the decision to maintain his bond. I think that's an appropriate decision. He's now been convicted, and I think that certainly when we come back for sentencing, if the court chooses not to incarcerate him, then he will have the opportunity to possibly go to some type of location where he'd be released. But at this point, Judge, as I said, nothing has changed whatsoever since the last time we had a bond hearing, except for now he's been found guilty.
Tell me why you think something's changed. You didn't show up the last time.
Well, my van was down. You know, it's a big part of the whole reason I was in this situation. And yeah, I've got, since I was laid out the first time on bond, I've got it fixed. And I have a ride now to court. I mean, there's no way I would have ever miss that court date, if I could go back and change that. After sitting in jail, you know, I could have been still on ankle monitor. I realized, you know, how big of a mistake that was.
I'm sorry, Mayor, but the victim would also like to be heard on bond as well.
Okay.
Your Honor, I'm Helena Cable. I'm not sure you've seen
Are
me
you the
before.
owner of the property?
I'm sorry?
Are you the owner of the
My
property?
father's the owner of the property. I'm with my father. My father's 85 years old and can't hardly walk.
Okay, go ahead.
He's lying. He was here the day of court. I saw him here in a Mercedes. I've got pictures of it. He went down to Clarksville. I called the police. He was down at a trailer in
I'm
Clarksville.
sorry, ma'am. Can you slow down just a little bit?
I'm sorry.
You went
I
to
apologize. He went to Clarksville after he left here, but when he saw me, he chose to leave. We were both here early. We were the only two cars in the parking lot of the other location. And as I've stated before many times, these guys keep breaking into us. We've got 22 outbuildings. And as much as you stated, post those things up, I would like the word to get out as much as it was. We have the equipment there that we do, that you know what, we're going to prosecute each and every one of them. Because this has cost us quite a bit of money. And someone's got to set precedents to let them know to stay off of our property, or else they keep coming. And I appreciate your time and your consideration to keep him in jail as long as I possibly can. He pled guilty to it.
I know, but he hasn't been sentenced yet. The question is, will he show up for court? And I know he didn't show up for court. The prosecutor raised a very good point. He claims he has transportation now. So that's the issue, is will he show up for court? If he doesn't, then he will go to prison for 12 months. That's the max I can give him. But if he does, then there's a presumption of probation on this case. I haven't looked at his record. I don't know all the other factors, and I don't want to make a decision before that time. So, I'm going to release you if you are admitted to the Hope House on a monitor. And you seem like you don't have a problem understanding. You better understand this. If you don't show up for court, you've pled guilty. I anticipate you'll go to prison for 12 months. Fair enough?
I understand.
Okay. Yes?
Is it possible to put him on an electronic monitoring
Yes, I
device?
said
Thank you, Your
that.
Honor.
Yeah. Okay. If you get a job, then let Officer Small know, and they'll work with you on that.
Okay.
Okay. That's all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.